Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast for Everyone. I am Michael, very happy to be here today.
And I am Jessica, excited to share truly powerful learning techniques with you. Michael, today we are talking about how to remember English words permanently.
That is right, Jessica. Many learners feel frustrated because they forget words quickly. This episode explains why that happens and how to fix it.
It is not about laziness then. The video suggests our brain has not learned words deeply enough. How do we make words truly memorable?
The core idea is that words stick when they are used, heard, seen, and connected in meaningful ways. It is about active engagement, Jessica.
That makes sense. So what is the first key technique the video recommends for remembering English words for good?
The first technique, Jessica, is to use words in real sentences. Do not just memorize a single word, put it into a full sentence.
So instead of just repeating charge, we should use it in a phrase that reflects natural speech. Can you give an example, Michael?
Certainly, Jessica. Instead of charge, practice I need to charge my phone. Or, excuse me, is there a place to charge my phone here?
That is much more effective. It puts the word in context. What about another example? Perhaps with the word delay?
For delay, Jessica, you could practice there was a delay at the airport. Or, sorry for the delay, my meeting ran late.
These examples are very practical. They show how words are used in daily conversations. What about borrow, Michael?
With borrow, Jessica, try, can I borrow your pen? Or, he borrowed my bike and did not return it. These are common uses.
And for a descriptive word like messy, how would we apply this technique, Michael, to remember it better?
For messy, Jessica, you could say, my desk is messy. Or, the kitchen was messy after the party. Make it personal if possible.
So the goal is to create sentences that are meaningful to us. This helps the brain connect with the word.
Exactly, Jessica. The video suggests a daily challenge. Choose one new word, create 3 full sentences with it, and use them.
Use them how, Michael? Should we say them aloud, write them down, or something else?
You can say them aloud, Jessica, use them in conversations, or even text them to someone. The key is active use within 24 hours.
The use it or lose it rule. That is the second major technique, right? Using new words quickly after learning them.
Precisely, Jessica. If a new word is not used soon after you learn it, your brain tends to discard it. It needs to be activated.
So the brain sees it as unimportant if we do not use it. This makes perfect sense for permanent retention.
Yes, Jessica. The third technique is to make words personal. Connect new words to your own memories, feelings, and experiences.
That sounds like a powerful way to make words stick. Can you give an example of personalizing a word, Michael?
For nervous, Jessica, instead of I felt nervous before my job interview, personalize it. I get nervous when I speak in English.
That makes the word much more relevant to the learner. What about a word like lonely, Michael? How would we personalize that?
For lonely, Jessica, you could connect it to personal feelings. I sometimes feel lonely when no one is around. Make it your own experience.
This approach seems to create stronger neural connections. What is the fourth technique for remembering words permanently?
The fourth technique, Jessica, is to visualize it. Create a picture in your mind for each new word. Your brain remembers images better than words.
So turn words into little movies in our minds? That sounds like a fun and effective way to learn.
It is, Jessica. For example, when learning climb, imagine yourself climbing a mountain with a backpack. Create a vivid mental image.
That is very creative. Can we also draw the word, find a photo, or act it out as the video suggests, Michael?
Yes, Jessica, absolutely. Drawing, finding a photo, or acting out the word are all great ways to create that visual and physical connection.
This multi-sensory approach must really help with memory. What is the fifth and final technique for remembering words permanently?
The fifth technique, Jessica, is to learn connected words. Group words by topic or story instead of learning random words in isolation.
So, avoid isolated words. The brain prefers categories and stories. Can you give an example of grouping words, Michael?
For weather, Jessica, learn cloudy, breeze, and storm together. These words are naturally related and form a small group.
And then we can create a small story using these words to make them even more memorable, right, Michael?
Precisely, Jessica. For example, it was cloudy, then the breeze stopped, a big storm came. This creates a narrative context.
This method makes learning more logical and engaging. It is like building a network of words in your brain.
Exactly, Jessica. The overall message is that learning English is not just about memorizing words. It is about using them, feeling them, and integrating them.
So it is an active and emotional process, not just a passive one. This changes the whole perspective on vocabulary learning.
It certainly does, Jessica. When you use words in real sentences, they become part of your active vocabulary, not just passive knowledge.
And using them quickly within 24 hours reinforces that learning. It tells your brain this word is important.
Yes, Jessica. It is about making the new word relevant to your life immediately. That is how it moves from short-term to long-term memory.
Personalizing words also sounds very effective. Connecting them to your own experiences makes them unforgettable.
When a word triggers a personal memory or feeling, Jessica, it creates a much stronger bond in your brain. It is very powerful.
And visualizing words, turning them into mental pictures, seems like a fun way to learn for visual learners.
It works for everyone, Jessica. Our brains are wired to remember images. A word with a picture is much harder to forget.
And learning words in groups connected by a topic or a story makes so much sense. It is how our brains naturally organize information.
It is much more efficient than random lists, Jessica. When you learn cloudy and breeze and storm together, they reinforce each other.
So it is about creating a rich, interconnected web of vocabulary in your mind, rather than isolated points.
Exactly, Jessica. This holistic approach makes learning more natural and sustainable. You are building a language system, not just a list.
And the daily challenge of creating 3 sentences for one new word sounds like a manageable and effective habit.
It is, Jessica. Consistency is key. Small, regular efforts lead to significant long-term gains in vocabulary retention.
So if you're struggling to remember English words, these 5 techniques offer a clear path to permanent memory.
They really do, Jessica. It is about changing your approach from passive memorization to active, meaningful engagement with words.
This episode provides actionable steps that anyone can start using today to improve their English vocabulary.
We encourage all our listeners to try these techniques. You will be surprised at how much faster and better you remember words.
It is about making English words a part of your life, not just something you study from a book.
That is the ultimate goal, Jessica, to use English naturally and confidently without constantly forgetting words.
Thank you, Michael, for breaking down these powerful techniques for remembering English words.
You are most welcome, Jessica. It is a topic many learners struggle with, and these methods can truly transform their learning.
We hope this episode helps you build a strong and lasting English vocabulary.
Remember, learning is a journey. Apply these techniques consistently, and your vocabulary will grow permanently.
Keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.